After her role as Lisa Turtle, everyone believed this girl would become a major star.
Hey Lisa, who are you going to the prom with?
Oh, it's too early to tell. I've given definite maybes to 6 guys.
Hey Lisa, I wanted to talk to you about the prom.
Screech, I can't go with you. I got married during 3rd period.
Actress, singer, writer, what could go wrong? Ironically, instead of a brilliant career, Voorhies had 2 divorces, 1 failed marriage, drug abuse allegations, and a strained relationship with her mother. And all of this because of one secret that Lark kept hidden from everyone until 2020.
Are you bipolar? Have you ever been bipolar?
No, I have always been mentally healthy, 100%.
49-year-old Lark Voorhies, or as we know her, Lisa Turtle, started her acting career when she was only 2 years old. Her mother and father, Tricia and Wayne Holloway, believed their daughter would one day become a giant star. The family moved from Nashville, Tennessee to Pasadena, California, when Lark Holloway was only 2 years old. The first thing Tricia did for her daughter when they got to Cali was to take her to a talent agent. It wasn't hard finding an audition for her, but there was a problem. Even though Lark's mom believed she would be a giant star, the little girl was very shy. During the audition, she froze and couldn't say a single word. 10 years later, in 1986, Lark landed a role in a national TV commercial. After a 2-year dry season, Lark, who now changed her name to Voorhies, got a 1-episode part in Small Wonder. Little did she know, 1988 would be the year that would impact the rest of her life. You see, Disney wanted to make a new show called Good Morning Miss Bliss. Disney's casting directors chose Lark Voorhies to play Lisa Turtle. After 2 years, Disney canceled the show, but then NBC picked it up and gave it the iconic household name Saved by the Bell. From 1989 until May 1993, Lark Voorhies played the snappy and fun Lisa Turtle. She was cute and talented, a lethal combo for a child actress. Everyone was saying how Lark's career would skyrocket after Saved by the Bell, but it seems like the actress was missing rocket fuel. On the set of the show, Lark fell in love with Mark Paul Gosselaar. The couple dated for 3 years. However, it was not meant to be. Despite their breakup, Lark was ready to date. That same year, she fell in love with Martin Lawrence from Bad Boys. The couple planned on getting married. Instead of holy matrimony, the marriage fell through. Lark didn't speak publicly about this relationship, but Dustin Diamond, aka Screech, spilled the tea in his memoir. He said that Lawrence and Voorhies separated after the Bad Boys actor went on the Arsenio Hall show and told the host he was going to marry someone else. Dustin also added in his memoir that while they were still taping the 4th and last season of Saved by the Bell, Lark stopped talking to her co-stars. She was never outgoing and extroverted. She was quiet and quote-unquote bizarre. Dustin accused Martin Lawrence of beating or mentally abusing Voorhies, ruining her life. But that was the last we heard of Lark and Martin. Strangely enough, in 2016, someone posted this bizarre rant on her IG profile. Quickly after, the post was deleted and replaced with a picture of Lark as an angel. She later apologized to her fans, saying that her account was hacked. After the fiasco with Martin Lawrence, Lark Voorhies decided to focus on her career and forget about dating. In 1995, she landed a 1-episode role on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. She also played Alfonso Ribeiro's wife on a sitcom called In the House. On top of that, she landed a recurring role on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Carlton!
Cindy! Excuse me.
In 1994, she formed a music group called the X-Girls. When this band failed, Voorhies started her own group called Third Degree, where she was the lead singer. During this time, Lark also appeared in many music videos. For example, in 1996, she played Kenny Lattimore's girlfriend in the official music video for Never Too Busy. Things were finally looking up for Lark after Saved by the Bell. She was getting her life in order while making a name for herself. You can never go wrong with that, can you? Even though she decided to focus on her career, Lark found love. She and Miguel Coleman got married in 1996. The marriage lasted for 5 years until the couple split up in 2001. After that, Larkin became even more introverted and very depressed. The second divorce was so unbearable for Voorhies that she disappeared from the public eye in 2002. For the next 3 years, people rarely saw her. Eventually, the National Enquirer ran a story in 2005 saying that Lark was on drugs. As soon as Voorhies heard the rumor, she filed a lawsuit against the magazine. After the dust settled, Lark came out and said that the allegations cost her several acting jobs, invaded her privacy, and caused her humiliation, embarrassment, hurt feelings, mental anguish, and suffering. What's strange is that before they could ever resolve the issue, Lark dropped the charges in 2006. The problems kept piling and nothing could stop them. Lark's life was a mess already, but then she began dressing funny, so people assumed the drug allegations were true. From 2002 until 2012, it was as though Lark had disappeared. The only way we knew she was still alive is thanks to her 3 self-published books. But there was a reason she didn't want to appear in public. In 2012, a video of Voorhies went viral on Yahoo. This time, people actually believed she was on drugs, but her mother, Trisha, came out to clear things up. The lady said that her daughter was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. She then added that Lark went through so many problems that the experience traumatized her. Voorhies denied everything her mother said, as usual. However, People magazine knew Lark was lying. During several interviews, Lark would often stare into the distance and start mumbling something to herself. She did this while talking to reporters. When asked about this strange behavior, here's how Voorhies defended herself. She said, "I have a strong spiritual sense. You caught me in moments of prayer." And to make matters worse, she appeared on Entertainment Tonight to clear things up. Did she? Take a look.
Specific, necessary, exact, and
When Lark was 40 years old, she got on Facebook and befriended a guy named Jimmy Green. He was 30 at the time, and the two started talking in 2014. Just 1 year into the relationship, Voorhies and Green tied the knot in 2015 in a Vegas chapel. Everything was going well until Mark's mom interfered after she found out her son-in-law was a wanted man. When Jimmy Green was living in Tucson, Arizona in 2012, he went to a cell phone shop asking to return the phone. When the store owner refused to give him the money back, Jimmy threatened to break the store. This was more than enough to get him on the wanted list. Lark clearly loved Jimmy, but her mother wasn't crazy about him. At the time, Voorhies was living with Trisha. Because she was taking care of Lark, this lady knew something was up with her daughter's fiancé, who would throw gang signs inside her house. During one heated argument, Trisha was abused by Jimmy. Soon after, she filed a restraining order against Green and got it. Instead of supporting her mother, Lark Voorhies defended her husband. Not wanting to argue, Trisha allowed her daughter to see Jimmy at the house under one condition. He would have to leave at night and come back in the morning. Jimmy agreed, but soon after, he went back on his word. He would secretly spend the night and sleep in Lark's closet. Now, mind you, this is her husband we're talking about. During an ET interview 8 years ago, Lark Voorhies defended her husband, saying that he did not assault her mother. Instead, he expressed his opinion very bluntly. Voorhies was visibly upset when her interviewer told her that they talked to Trisha before the interview. Now, Lark was stuck between a rock and a hard place. What do you do when you have 2 failed marriages and a third one that's about to implode? Well, if your husband is secretly a gang member, you get the 3rd divorce, which is what happened with Lark and Jimmy. The Saved by the Bell star couldn't get her life together, and the truth finally came out 3 years ago. Lark was supposed to appear on Dr. Oz in 2018, but canceled. The host got worried about her mental health, so he offered to let one of his professional team members check up on her and work through whatever was troubling her. When Voorhies appeared on the show in 2020, she was sitting alongside her mother and her therapist. They officially announced that Lark was diagnosed with schizoaffective thought disorder. This proves she never used drugs. She wasn't talking to herself in the Yahoo video that went viral. She was trying to calm the competing voices in her head. After her appearance on Dr. Oz, she started improving her life. The 49-year-old actress reprised her role on the Saved by the Bell reboot in 2020. This allowed the 49-year-old to reach a net worth of $500,000. Unfortunately, the new reboot was canceled after 2 seasons. Today, the Saved by the Bell star is working on her career and is building her online following. If you'd like to take a trip down memory lane with more black stars, make sure to subscribe to our channel.